lines on Swami Vivekananda for students and children in English. Set 1. 10 lines on Swami Vivekananda for kids. Set 1 is helpful for the student of classes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Number 1. Narendranath Datta, who later came to be known as Swami Vivekananda, was born into a Bengali family in Kolkata, the capital city of British India, on 12 January 1863. Number 2. His father was an attorney in Kolkata High Court. Although Vivekananda was naughty and restless, he was greatly influenced by his grandfather and parents to shape his thinking and personality. Number 3. From a very young age, and he meditated before the image of the deities. He was highly fascinated by wandering monks and ascetics. Number 4. At the age of 8, enrolled at Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar Metropolitan Institute, and after passing the entrance examination, got admitted into the Presidency College and completed graduation from Calcutta University in 1884. Number 5. He was an excellent reader of a wide range of subjects including philosophy, religion, social science, history, and literature. Number 6. He was also interested in Indian scriptures like Upanishad, Puran, Mahabharat, Bhagavad Gita. He also studied Western logic and philosophy and European history at the Scottish Church College. Number 7. Besides, he also started the work of David Hume, Immanuel Kant, Johann Gottlieb Fichte, Baruch Spinoza, William Hasty. Number 8. The principal of Christian College, Kolkata Road, said that Narendra is a genius. I have travelled here and wide but never met little from his talent and possibility even in German university among philosophical students. Number 9. Vivekananda had a fantastic memory and ability at speed reading. Once he read a book, remembers it forever. Another incident happened when he argued with the Swadeshi National concerning some details of Swadeshi history that the square initially disagreed with and which later admitted to being true. Number 10. Too many events are there where he proved his memory capacity. He was also called Shrutidhar by some accounts. Set 2. 10 lines on Swami Vivekananda for school children. Set 2 is helpful for students of classes 6, 7 and 8. Number 1. In 1880, he joined Kissa Chandra Sen's Navavidhan, which was established to convert Christianity to Hinduism before 1884. Keshav Chandra Sen, Rabindranath Tagore led Brahmo Samaj from 1881 to 1884. His initial belief was saved by the Brahmo concept, which believes in formulas God. Number 2. Ram Mohan Roy was the founder of Brahmo Samaj, who was strongly influenced by the guitarist stroke toward Hinduism's universalistic interpretation. Number 3. Vivekananda was also impressed by Rabindranath Tagore, who had a romantic approach to their new doctrines and questioned central beliefs like reincarnation and karma. Number 4. Tagore brought this new Hinduism closer in line with Western esotericism, which was enhanced by Sen. Sen also introduced a spiritual practice system that is regarded as an auto type of yoga exercise that Vivekananda popularized in the West. Number 5. Being dissatisfied with the knowledge of philosophy, he came to the question that marked the real beginning of God's intellectual quest. He asked several people if they had come face to face with God. Number 6. But he was not satisfied with the answer. Finally, he made Ramakrishnan answer his question by saying, "Yes, I see him as I see you." Number 7. Nevertheless, Vivekananda was more influenced by Brahmo Samaj and its new ideas. Sen had an important role which brought him in contact with Western esotericism and Ramakrishnan. Number 8. In 1881, Vivekananda was the first to meet Ramakrishna, who has made his spiritual focus after his father's death. In 1884, while attending a class of General Assembly to hear the lecture on phosphorus, William has the explanation of the word trance made him go to Ramakrishnan to understand the meaning of trance. Number 9. He met Ramakrishnan at Surendranath Mitra residence, where Ramakrishnan was invited to deliver a lecture. Near Ramakrishnan act Vivekananda, the two sing. Number 10. Being influenced by his singing, he invited Vivekananda to 4. This meeting proved to be the turning point in his life and began to visit Ramakrishnan frequently. Vivekananda then tested Ramakrishnan, who faced his argument patiently and replied to see the truth from all angles. Set 3. 10 lines on Swami Vivekananda for higher class students. Set 3 is helpful for students of classes 9, 10, 11, 12 and competitive exams. Number 1. After their father's death, he became one of the most impoverished students in his college and tried to find work and question the existence of God. Number 2. Ramakrishna and his visit to Dakshineshwar increased. Once Ramakrishnan asked Goddess Kali for his family's financial welfare. Following the advice, he went to the temple but failed to pray any necessity and ultimately prayed for real knowledge. Number 3. He was ready to leave everything for the sake of reaching the truth and accepted Ramakrishna as the Guru. He was taught that service to man was the most effective worship to God, and he became the first disciple. Number 4. After Ramakrishnan's death, Vivekananda then converted his Warangal house to Ramakrishnan Mutt. He spent most of the time there in 1887. He compiled a Bengali song anthology named Sangeet Kalaputra but was unable to finish it. Number 5. 3 December 1886, the mother of Babu Ram invited Vivekananda and the other brothers monk to Anandpur village, where he and the other 8 disciples took a formal monastic vow and decided to live as their master here. He took the name of Vivekananda. Number 6. Vivekananda lived his life, the Hindu religious life, of a wandering monk with commando and 2 books, the Bhagavad Gita and Christ Imitation. He travelled all over India for 5 years. He realized the suffering of the poor and reserved for their upliftment. Number 7. During his travels, he met all types and all groups of people in society. Some quickly explained that God in one and different religions is different for the tendency, so other religions should not quarrel. His vision was much appreciated and many Americans became his followers to join the Ramakrishna mission. Number 8. Swamiji clarified the essence of nationalism in his writing and boldly said that our motherland, India, is the nation of philosophy and religion and was the place of spiritual personalities. Chicago successfully established Vedanta countries in the West and adopted Hindu ideas for the understanding of Western recipients. He introduced the working model of Raja Yoga as practical means of realizing divine power. Number 9. The book was published and became very popular, which significantly impacted the Western understanding of yoga. Many followers attracted Swami Vivekananda not only in Europe but also in the United States. He also stated several followers. From the West, Vivekananda spread his work in India. He used to make correspondence regularly with the followers and give religious advice and financial support. No good will come from sitting idle and having a royal dish and saying Ramakrishnan. The good only they can do to them by working. Number 8. In 1895, Vivekananda founded Brahmavadini magazine to teach Verdant. Later, a translation of his first 6 chapters of The Imitation of Christ was published in Brahmavadini in 1889. Vivekananda returned to India on 16 December 1886 from England with his disciples.